The Moon administration of South Korea was trying to cozy up to China. Koreans, however, were in no mood to have good ties with Beijing. The popular sentiment in South Korea continues to be anti-China. As such, the strong sense of resentment against China has now led to a major development in South Korea. Want to know what the development is? It concerns China receiving a kick in the shins. Watch on. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir Ranhotra, and in this video we talk about how Koreans are ensuring that their country has nothing to do with China. South Korea's Moon Jae-in administration is facing immense public pressure for its sheer Sinophilia. The growing anti-Chinese sentiment in South Korea is getting the better of Seoul. In fact, given the pushback against Chinese influence, a tourist-focused tourist project in South Korea's eastern Gangwon province has been scrapped. The project was being described as the Chinatown project by its opponents. The Chinatown project, officially called the Korea-China Culture Town, was slated to be completed by 2022. It was supposed to be 10 times larger than the Chinatown area of Incheon. As such, the project represented the Moon administration's desire to improve ties with Seoul's old rival, the People's Republic of China. However, Koreans never really accepted it. In fact, some 500,000 South Koreans petitioned their government to cancel the tourist attraction, which planned to showcase Chinese culture. The Korea Times had at that time reported an online petition has been filed on the Cheonghwa Dae website recently, calling for an end to the ongoing construction of a Chinatown and Legoland in Chuncheon, Gangwon province. The newspaper added, the petitioner wrote that Koreans do not understand why Korea should provide cultural experiences from China or why there should be a little China in Korea. South Koreans found a Chinatown all the more reprehensible because Beijing has been also trying to appropriate Korea's culture, including its cuisines, national heroes, and even Korean clothing. Chinese search engine Baidu, for instance, listed a number of Korean foods such as kimchi and samyetang as cuisines of Chinese origin. Also, China has been trying to steal traditional Korean clothing, hanbok, by misrepresenting it as a type of Chinese Han-fu. In fact, the growing Chinese cultural imperialism has led to the paper dragon's dipping popularity in South Korea. Recently, the Chicago Council on Global Affairs released a survey which showed that around 6 out of 10 South Koreans viewed China, South Korea's largest trading partner, as more of a rival. In the same poll, South Koreans' favorable opinion of China stood at an average rating of 3.1 out of 10, which was noticeably lower than 3.2 for Japan. In such circumstances, Gangwon province was facing immense pressure to cancel the controversial project. Colon Global Corporation, the company supposed to construct the tourist project, has now decided to cancel it. The Gangwon government and Colon Global, though, have denied that the project was ever a Chinatown. Gangwon province head Choi Mon-sun said that the decision to cancel the $1 billion project was taken after a series of fake news allegations that taxpayers' money was being used to build a settlement for Chinese immigrants. The Gangwon province had stated it is not a Chinatown. In a notification to the Gangwon province, Colon Global Corporation stated, the company acknowledges that the Korea-China Cultural Town cannot move forward any longer in spite of the huge losses that the withdrawal would cause. Colon Global also said, regardless of the truth and facts, we have no alternative but to pay heed to the voices of the 650,000 people who have signed the petition, because South Korean people are also clients who are no less important than foreign tourists. Yet, the clarification about the project not being a Chinatown seems unlikely to quell the growing anti-Chinese sentiment in South Korea. The incident proves how Koreans continue to hate Chinese authoritarianism and cultural imperialism. As such, they will not let Seoul accept Beijing, even if the Moon administration makes a dedicated effort to improve bilateral ties.